Hi everyone, and welcome to another reading vlog, the first reading vlog of 2020. So, as usual, in Fargo over Christmas, we have a huge storm happening. It started snowing yesterday morning, and it's still going, and it should still be going into Monday morning. So today is December 29th, by the way, starting this vlog, since there wasn't a vlog last week, because you will have seen my December wrap-up on this one. And I hope you enjoyed the full week of videos that I did. I just really wanted to do something special to like bring in the new year, and instead of spreading the wrap-up videos out over the entire month of January, I just really wanted to get everything done in one week, as well as, you know, kind of help boost my channel into the new year, because I'm getting really close to hitting both of my metrics for possible monetization. Please, YouTube gods who are changing all your rules, don't hurt me too bad. But yeah, I just thought it might help me a little bit to have like a solid week of content for people to do. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm really excited to see what you think about a lot of it. So because I have now wrapped up all of December, and there's only today and tomorrow left, or actually and Tuesday left of 2019, I am starting my January TBR, which is really fun. So I'm going to start annotating the Fiery Cross, which the Fiery Cross was really the goal of this entire reread for me, because I'm doing this with my friend Jo over at Not So Average Jo, and she has never read the books, and so I sent her my annotated copy of Outlander, and she decided she wanted to read all of these books with me, and I thought I would love nothing better. She's a little bit behind me because she is a very busy woman, but we planned it out so that we would read one book a month and be done with book 5 by February, because season 5 of Outlander will start. And the Fiery Cross is probably the book. The Fiery Cross and Echo and Bone, which is book 5 and 7, are probably the books that I remember the least, and there's a lot in them. So I definitely want to reread them, make sure I remember the major like plot points and everything, and I'm really excited to reread this after Drums of Autumn was amazing. I need to film my review for that soon. I needed to like gather my thoughts on it because I just had so many feelings, and then I need to rewatch season 4 so that I can do my review of that as well. So just a lot that I have to process, but I'm very excited to start reading this. And then there's 2 books that are carryovers. One of them is an arc that I need to finish soon. And then Lair of Dreams I'm still working on, because I took a break to finish Supernova, and so I listened to Supernova on audio to finish that by the end of the year, because I just didn't want to drag Supernova over. Lair of Dreams, I'm planning to get to the Viners in 2020 anyway, and I kind of started them early, so I just stopped and made myself finish Supernova, which you'll have seen. It was a 5-star read for me. I really enjoyed wrapping up that series, so I'm glad that I pushed through to the end of that. Also, a little bit of stuff I'll tell you guys. I was in an accident on Thursday. It was just me. I went in the ditch when I was home in Brainerd. I was visiting a friend, and when I was coming home, I got passed by a semi, and I was only going about 45, but it was a complete whiteout, and I panicked and hit my brakes and ended up in the ditch, and I just destroyed poor Polly. He is dead. My Impala's name was Polly, like P-A-U-L-I-E, like a boy. And it was very, like, it wasn't traumatic or anything. Like, I was fine. It was just so frustrating. But God is good. And the very next day, when my dad woke up, he works overnight, so he got a little bit of sleep, and we went into town, and I found a new vehicle, and now I'll insert a picture of him. This is Bonnie Prince Charlie, my new Buick Regal. Yes, I named him after Charles Stewart, but it's a Buick Regal, and I really liked calling him Charlie because all my cars are males. Spend a lot of time with them, and oh my gosh, he's beautiful. He's almost in perfect condition, and it's a really fancy car for me, and it's sad because I can't drive him anywhere because of the blizzard. Here, let's show you the blizzard. we're supposed to get up to 2 feet of snow. So I will probably be working from home tomorrow, I would guess, because I don't know. My friend Allie actually spent the night last night, so she's in the shower right now, because I didn't want to be stuck by myself all weekend, but now I feel bad because she's stuck here. But it'll be okay. At least we're stuck together, and we have enough food, and everything's going to be fine. Like, it's fun. I haven't got to spend a lot of time with her in a while, so it's really great. But anyway, so what I'm doing today is I set up my 2020 spreadsheet, which is how I track all of my reading, my purchases. I spent a lot on books last year, and I'm not so much going on a book buying ban. I'm just going to try to reduce the number of books that I purchase, because I purchased a lot of books last year, like about 450 books I think I purchased, and I read 160 books. And I know I got rid of a lot, but I still have 840 books in my apartment, and that's okay. Like, I'm fine with it. But as I've said in that, in my new, like, TBR video, I just want to, like, reduce that. So I want to be a little more careful with my finances just in general, and I think reducing the number of books would just really help. So I'm not going to go on a ban. I'm just going to more try to budget as a good, responsible adult would, and go from there. But yeah, so reading plans. Today I want to start the Fiery Cross. I may pick up the Tessa Dare that I have over there, or start one of the other books on my TBR. But yeah, I'm really excited for everything. It's going to be awesome, and I will check in with you later. Hey guys, it is New Year's Eve today. I am semi-stuck at home for the 4th day in a row. I was stuck at home this morning. I can leave now, which I needed to go to Target to buy some medicine because I got pretty sick the last 2 days. I had like fever and chills and a sore throat. So I went and got the heavy duty stuff and some Seprocal sore throat and cough, which are just so great. They just numb everything like right away. But it's been a long 3 days. So I think I started this on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. I know I started earlier than normal. I was stuck here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. My friend Allie was here with me, which was great, because if I'd been alone, things would have gotten pretty crazy. They plowed out one track last night, but there was still like 6 feet of snow, like this way, and 3 feet this way in front of my garage. So finally the plow came back through today, but I'd already been working from home for half of the day. So I went out and cleaned it up because tonight we have our New Year's Eve party at church. So I wanted all of that ready. And I needed to go get some medicine. So I went and did all that. And then I filmed 2 videos today, which was great. I filmed my season 3 review of Outlander and my Drums of Autumn book chat, which was great. I had a lot to say about those, and my throat barely survived. But as for my reading, it's been pretty good. I've read a couple Kindle books. I read Filthy Vows, and I just started Twisted Marriage, which is this duology about this couple who is expanding their love life. And it was actually really cute because the couple is really adorable and it's fun. I also, after watching The Witcher twice in 1 week, I finally started The Last Wish. And I'm glad I did because I understand what's happening better. I'm about 100 pages into this, and it's going pretty good. I really like it. And I know it's a bunch of short stories, but to me it doesn't like feel like it too much, because as far as I can tell, it's kind of told in a nice like linear way. And I like getting to know more about Geralt. He actually talks a lot more in the books than he did in the show. And then I'm only a couple chapters into the Fiery Cross, but I got started with this, and of course I'm loving it. I'm on kind of a high after I read Drums of Autumn, so nothing's quite comparing to that, but it's good. I also finished The Shadows Between Us, which I had an e-arc from NetGalley, and this is by Trisha Levenseller. and I ended up really loving it. I gave it 5 stars. This was one, I talked about it a couple weeks ago when I first started it, that I didn't know where the heroine was going with everything, because she had kind of some weird goals. But I ended up really liking her and liking the story and where it all went. I should have trusted Trisha, because I really have loved her books in the past. So that one was a really fun read, and I wish I hadn't taken so long to get to it. But I just wanted to check in and tell you what's going on. It's pretty boring around here. Another 4 hours before I can go see people. Because me and Allie, even on Monday, like, we just didn't have anything to say to each other, because we're just like, what is there to do? But we made it through. We made it through. So, oh my gosh, the snow, guys. I don't mind living in where I live, but sometimes it's just depressing. Hi, friends. Oh my gosh, I'm still sick. Slowly coming out of it, though. I don't feel as nasty as I did the other day. Had a pretty fun reading week. I was home from work yesterday because of illness, and I read A Test Dare, which I'll wrap up in the next clip. But I also started rewatching New Girl, because I've seen the first 2.5 seasons, but I didn't finish it off, and so that's what I'm doing. Also, I'm going to finish The Last Wish tonight. I just have 100 pages left. I've made it 200 pages into the Fiery Cross, and it's going really good. Yeah, this is really kind of a boring check-in, except for I got approved for monetization today. So YouTuber goals, that was my next main goal that I had. So that's really cool. I finally crossed both of the thresholds, and then it says it's supposed to take up to a month, and I got approved 6 hours in. So, I'm just going to be making oodles now, right? Right? No, that's not going to happen, but it's still pretty exciting. I'm pretty proud of myself that I did it in under 2 years, because it'll be 2 years in April. So I'm pretty proud of myself. It's kind of exciting. Who knows what the YouTube gods will bring us now, though, but with all the changes coming, but who cares? I'm going to see what happens. It's going to be great. So, this is a pretty boring clip, but I'll check back in with you Sunday and wrap everything up, because I did read kind of a lot this week, which is nice. So, yeah. Hey, everyone. Time to wrap up this week, which has been an awesome first week of the year. I already have 5 books read, which is super exciting. Hold on, I'm going to take this off. I just got home and the sun came out, which is awesome. But it heats up this side of my house where the sun hits the window. So I'm sweating to death here. But yeah, let's wrap this up real quick. So 2 books that I read on Kindle Unlimited. I read Filthy Vows and Twisted Marriage, which were not as dark as the titles make them seem. I don't know. I was expecting some weird BDSM situation. These are by Alessandra Tor. And they were actually about this couple that they've been together for about 7 years, and they're just kind of looking to mix up their love life, and that includes maybe bringing other people into their relationship. And it was actually really fun. They were both pretty short. They were only around 200 pages each, and I had a really good time reading them. And again, they were not as dark as the title suggested. So, and they were actually pretty funny and fun, and I really liked how well they communicated with each other, especially for the kind of situation they were looking to test out. I feel sometimes that can get, the trope is to have there be a miscommunication and have there be a problem that way, and I don't feel like there was. It was really fun. Then I also ended up finishing Kingdom of Dreams. And I actually gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good. So much better than I was expecting it to be. This is about this girl named Jennifer Merrick who, she's only 17 years old, but they make it seem like she's a spinster because this is set in medieval times and most of the women are already married. She actually got sent to a convent by her father because her stepbrother told some lies about her that everybody believed and got her thrown there. But to save her family honor, her father asks her if she'll have an arranged marriage with this one guy. Well, she ends up getting kidnapped accidentally by a different clan of people who's actually their enemy, and she ends up in an interesting situation with him. I was really nervous to read this just because of the time period. I don't usually like historical romance that's not set during the Regency or the Victorian era. They just really aren't my thing, because that's when women started to, you know, like make their opinions known a little bit more anyway. But this Jennifer was so feisty. I really loved reading about her. It gave me some kind of Outlander vibes because Outlander, it's a Sassenach who ends up in England, and in this one, it's a Scottish woman who ends up in like an English court, and it's very interesting. So I did end up liking this. This was suggested by a few of my viewers as kind of like a classic historical romance to read. This is from like the 80s, I think. 89, yeah. So, but I really enjoyed it. I was not expecting the kind of emotion that it gave me to come out of me, but it really did in the end. It really packed a punch, and it was 5 out of 5 stars for me. Like, wow. Then I ended up giving myself a break on my sick day. I was homesick on Thursday, and I read Do You Want to Start a Scandal by Tessa Dare, and I really enjoyed it. This is about, what's her name? Her name is Charlotte, and then Pierce, who is from Say Yes to the Marquess. He was the Marquess who she ended up not saying yes to, and married his brother instead, his brother Rafe. And now the reason why he is still single is he is a spy for England, and so that's kind of kept him from making any meaningful connections. And this is also an age gap of about 10 years, which is really cute. In historical romance, like, age gap isn't as big of a thing just because it happens kind of with everyone. But this was really cute. And the situation they find themselves in is that Charlotte is afraid that her mother is going to throw her at Pierce. And so she goes to warn him that her mother might throw her at him. And in doing so, puts them in a compromising situation, which seems like she threw herself at him. So it was really cute, really fun. And I ended up giving this one, I think I gave this 5 stars as well. Then I ended up finishing The Last Wish, which I started at the beginning of the week after I finished watching The Witcher. This is a collection of short stories helping us get to know Geralt of Rivia, who is a witcher. It is based off a lot of different like fairy tales. You've probably heard it all before. There was a couple of the stories I really enjoyed, but there was a few that I ended up skimming as well. So I gave this 3.5 stars. I'm excited to continue. My friend Jo from Not So Average Jo, she really wants me to catch up so that we can read them together. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep reading these books because I like Geralt a lot. Then I've made it about 200 pages into The Fiery Cross. Really enjoying this. I did just put up, I'm really starting my TV show content for The Fiery Cross, which will be the 5th season of Outlander. I'll go ahead and link up in the corner I did a reaction video to the first official trailer for season 5. It's a little bit weird just because I had to film it at work so that I could get it up right away. And so the audio is a little funky, but then I have my like immediate reactions to that because when the season starts, I'll be doing episode by episode breakdowns and comparing it to the book, which I'm really excited about. And then today I started Uprooted. This is our book club pick that's in my Discord. My Discord link is always down below. We're technically starting this today, the day that you're viewing it, but I had some time and I didn't want to start one of my other TBR books when I needed to start this one. So that's everything that I read this week. It was a really good first week for reading wise, even though I hated being sick and was like stuck here. At least I got some reading done, as well as watching a crap ton of New Girl. So thank you so much for watching. I put up new videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, and you can watch some more of them right now. Bye!